Well, I suppose I should have known better than to take off on a big trip on Friday the 13th. Just left my house about 10 minutes ago. I'm getting ready to hop on US 50 East. As you can maybe see down there, I don't know if the tank bag's blocking it or not. It's a little after 9:30 in the AM. I tried to take off around 7 and discovered I had an oil leak around one of my valve cover bolts. We just replaced those seals and I guess it failed again. So big thanks to John Ross up at Rado Moto. I was able to get him on the phone this morning. He kind of walked me through the way to fix it. And then basically what we did, or what I did, is put some Honda Bond silicone, high temp silicone around it to seal it. Let it set up for a little while. Took it out for about a 5-mile test run. Ran it through a few heat cycles. It seems to have sealed up. My game plan is when I get out to Romney, West Virginia, is to pull over, check, make sure it's still got a good tight seal, I'm not leaking any oil, and if I'm not, I'm going to continue on my ride. If I am, then I'm going to loop back around and probably head up to Winchester to the shop, so let the boys work on it a little bit. I could still take off tomorrow and get everything done, that, you know, get this trip done, but I'm in kind of a tight window, so it was really disappointing this morning to have gone over everything and realize I missed something. So I had planned to do quite a few miles today. May still get to do those miles. It just means I'm going to get in town a little bit later than originally anticipated. So the plan is this morning to ride Route 50 West all the way through the state of West Virginia, like I've started many of my trips, and make it all the way to Athens, Ohio, before hopping on some additional routes and ending up somewhere in western Indiana. So we'll see how it works out. Alright, so just stopped here in a parking lot in Romney, West Virginia. Everything looks dry as a bone. So if it holds that well for 55, 60 miles, I see no reason why it won't hold indefinitely. So we're going to go ahead and continue on with the plan to put in quite a few miles today. I just passed Cool Spring Park back there, and this section of road, well, now the new pavement's going to run out, but I was going to say this section of road is notorious for being bumpy. I mean, it just beat the hell out of you. You might as well be riding off-road. But they had laid down some new, see right through there, they had laid down some new blacktop back there, but I guess not for very far, so got my hopes up for nothing. Let's see, I'm showing just a little short of 150 miles into the trip. We're rolling, I say we, I keep forgetting Kristen's not on the back. I'm rolling, or we if I count me and the bike, into Grafton, West Virginia. Been through here before. I think I featured in the video not terribly long ago, probably sometime last year. But it's the home, or the founding place of Mother's Day. There's your interesting tidbit today, but not sure where I'm going to stop first today. I got about 130 miles of fuel left on this tank before I will have to stop to fill up, so for the most part, enjoying the ride so far, but I still got, you know, in the back of my head what's going on with the that seal around the valve cover bolt. So I'll check it again when I stop for fuel. Hopefully everything's still dry, and all goes as planned. I'm probably still going to get to my destination before the day's over. All right, so about 10-15 minutes ago, I crossed over the Ohio River into the state of Ohio. Just stopped and got gas. My low fuel light kicked on. I don't know how many miles I had on the tank, but I know that last stretch there, I stopped in Romney, West Virginia. I had about 50 some miles on the trip odometer, and when I stopped back there, I had 254. So I rode just a tad bit over 200 miles, no stops in between. Mainly because I'm trying to make up time from this morning. So got gas, got my jacket and helmet off there for a little bit, and then went inside and got a protein bar and a Gatorade, ate all the protein bar, swigged a little bit of the Gatorade, text Kristen, let her know that I did check out the bike. Everything's looking good on it. I'm still not seeing any oil leaking down from where it was before, so knock wood. I hope everything's good to go with it now. I've got around 15 miles or so left on 50, and then I'll be getting on 32 once I get right around the Athens area, taking that up around to Columbus. While this may look, this is a highway, this isn't interstate. I really haven't been on interstate all day today, but once I get up to Columbus, like I said, I got some miles to ride today to get where I wanted to go, so I'm going to be having to take quite a bit of interstate from Columbus over to Indianapolis, and I'll probably go a little west of Indianapolis. I'm scheduled to be done today a little after 7. I probably will have to stop for fuel once because I'm showing I got about 326 miles left. Anyway, if I can ride another 200 miles straight, it would be awesome. I don't know if the riding's going to be quite as fun as it was earlier, but I want to get these miles covered today to give myself a good start. It just sucks we got, when I say we, it's me and the bike, because again, Kristen's not here. It just sucks we got started a little bit late today. It's all right, we're going to make up for it. Stopped at a rest stop here off of I-70 between Columbus and Dayton. Need to take a quick restroom break. I need to hydrate a little bit, and since I am everything's looking good right now, I'm about 190 miles out of Crawfordsville, Indiana. I went ahead and booked a hotel for the night. I'm not actually staying at the same place I stayed at last year, but I think it's across the street. The extra money I saved on the hotel room, it'll easily pay for dinner and some Jack Daniels, which I might need at the end of the day. So I'm sitting at 300, a little over 390 miles for the day, 392 and some change, with about 190 left to go. So about 3 hours worth of riding left. I will have to stop and get fuel at some point. I'll probably wait till I get west of Indianapolis to stop and top off the tank there, and then ride it the rest of the way into Crawfordsville to the hotel for the night. I know of a good little restaurant up the road from where the hotel is, so I'll probably go up there, get some good dinner, and I should have absolutely no trouble getting a good night's sleep tonight. So let's get going. We got a few more miles left to cover. literally just crossed the border from Ohio to Indiana. I'm not real sure what the holdup is here. Maybe some road work, or I don't know. Guess we'll find out. Just hopped off here at the Knightstown exit, what I'm hoping to be my last stop of the day, because I think I only have like 80 some miles left to go. So I'm going to top off the fuel tank because it's getting down a little bit. I'm not going to be able to make it the whole way. And maybe grab something to drink and get back on the road. Bit of road work that last little bit, but didn't really slow things down. So I just hopped off the exit here in Crawfordsville, Indiana, same place I stayed on the first night of the last trip, except last year I stayed on this side of the road. This year I'm going to stay on the opposite side of 231 here. Not that there was anything wrong with the Comfort Inn last year, but for a $50 difference between the Super 8 and the Comfort Inn, I'll take the chance. Alright, so back in the hotel, I'm just staying at the super fancy Super 8 tonight. Nothing real exciting to report today. I got off late. I got all my miles in though that I wanted to accomplish today. I got to the destination I wanted to be at, so I'm still on pace to do everything. I just went over the bike. Everything's good to go on it. Now you can see I've kind of set up shop here to an extent. I've got my computer over here. I'm going to dump today's files on here so they're all set and I can clear my memory cards out. And then I've got a decent amount of emails, especially from my Canadian friends or subscribers, whatever you want to call them, but guys I've been in contact with about possibly meeting up with them. So I'm going to attempt, and it's already like 20 till 9, even though the sun is still bright as can be outside. I'm going to attempt to reply to some of their emails, and then I'm going to pass out and go to sleep, because tomorrow and the next day I'm running similar mileage, but hopefully I'm able to get an earlier start to the day. And the other positive is I also gain an hour each day, so it's kind of like getting a bonus 50, 60, 70 miles in each day without any added time, at least when it comes to the clock.